there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
To find that, it's oh my.
High. Deep. Out of here. And he's got his first splash.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the win column. It ain't gonna be no orange October this year, to no one's surprise at this point, but Rafi Devers has hit his first and definitely not last splash hit. The Giants win the game 4-3 today. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. A little sloppy game, 3 errors, 3 runs, 7 hits. They actually were still technically in it. I don't think so anymore. It's pretty much between the Reds and the Mets as far as that wild card. The Diamondbacks might still be hanging on, but Giants, of course, officially eliminated, but get a win today. We won a game today. If we win one tomorrow, that's 2. Actually, if we win one on Friday, that's 2 in a row. If we win one on Saturday, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around. And if we sweep Colorado, we could end up at 500. Disappointing, but mandatory. Mandatory. They cannot lose another game and finish this season under 500 because the San Francisco Giants have not finished above 500 for a long time. Matter of fact, since 2022, when they finished at exactly 500, that's the last time. And that was just 500. The Giants have 3 consecutive years finishing below 500. And all 3 of those years, they had a kind of a meltdown in the second half, just like this year. So, yeah, win the next 4 games. And even then, Giants haven't finished above 500 since that 2021 season. So we have to win all 3 games. Can we go back to 2021? Bob Melvin is going to use a heart attack as his excuse for not getting to 500. Who used heart attack? The quest to 500, 81 and 81. Mother trucker. I'll build a time machine. Thank you for all the regulars for being here today. We are here at the Humm Baby Baseball channel in San Francisco, California. And we're going to break this game down today. Buteau gets the win, O'Brien the loss, and thank God the Giants decided not to go with Walker in the 9th. They go with Tristan Beck. Tristan Beck. So Tristan Beck comes in, gets it done with the save, his second save of the year. Maybe Tristan Beck needs to be the closer. I don't know. We got to figure something out when it comes to that next year, but recapping this one, the Giants did score first today. And by the way, shout out also to, I thought Brubaker pitched very well. First 2 innings were like 1, 2, 3 innings. And I'm thinking, okay, I thought he was going to be like an opener. I thought he was going to pitch 2 innings and that's it. He comes out for the 3rd. I'm like, oh, cool. He comes out for the 4th. Brubaker. Maybe Brubaker needs to go to the rotate, be a candidate for a rotation. He did give up a couple runs, but he throws 4 innings today and keeps the Giants in it. But even better was Carson Seymour. 3 scoreless innings, 4 strikeouts, did not allow a single hit, just allowed one base runner. Great game for Carson Seymour. So big shout out to those two guys and Christian Koss as well. What is up, M. Nagel? POTG Koss. Beck had a fairly clean inning. Love it. Play Eldridge. Eldridge with his first home base hit. And he crushed it. And Eldridge today, I think he actually had 2 hits today, 2 for 4, got that average to 125, a couple of strikeouts. One of them was a tough pitch from Gray, a high fastball, just some heat. I'm not worried about Eldridge at all. We'll see next year, though. I mean, an extended shot next year and it continues to not hit well, then I'll be worried. And if 2027 he is not a regular in the lineup, then it's super concerning. And then it's like, uh-oh, you know what I'm saying? But way too early to use any B words, as in bust. No. This says Kisner's player of the game. The MLB says Kisner player of the game. How about that? He did have a couple RBIs with a big hit today. Well, let's break it down. First things first, second inning, Giants scored a run. And that was Eldridge struck out like I was talking about, but then Casey Schmidt had a very nice double to left field, and Jung-Hoo Lee with the shot to center field. 1-0 San Francisco at that point in time. The Cardinals scored 2 in the top half of the third. They finally got to Brubaker with 2 outs. Scott hit a base hit, and Brendan Donovan with another double to tie it at 1, and then Herrera with a base hit, 2-1. Giants quickly got it back when Rafi Devers stepped up to the plate.
To find that, oh my.
High. Deep. Out of here. And he's got his first splash.
Rafi Devers with the first splash. And not the last. I can guarantee you that, to tie it up at 2 apiece. Moving on. Bottom of the 4th inning, Giants took the lead. Koss hit one, and I want to give a shout out to Koss. He hit the ball to right field. It looked like it was going to be an out, but Koss went flying out of the batter's box. He ran hard, and Jordan Walker just dropped the ball. Straight up dropped the ball, kind of like if you put me out in right field. Just straight up dropped it. So Koss, because he was hustling, ended up at second. I think a lot of players would have got a single, or not a single, but they would have only got to first because they might not have been running out of the box hard. So shout out to Koss, ends up at second base. Gilbert grounds out, Koss to third, and then Kisner with the sac fly. Giants take a 3-2 lead. So very big moment there. They did tie it up, the Cardinals, in the top of the 8th inning. A double from Burleson. Buteau comes in, a sac fly from Arenado, scored the run, 3-3. But then bottom of the 8th inning, Kisner comes through again. Koss with the base hit, and Kisner with the triple. 4-3, Giants take the lead, and then a clean 9th, relatively minimal torture. Giants take the win. Final score today, 4-3. Fire Melvin! Rafi Devers, 108 on the clock. Devers could hit 35 homers before the season, and Koss got robbed. He's the player of the game. If anything, it should be Kisner and Koss. Get Aroldis Chapman. I've been asking for Aroldis Chapman for a long time because I've known, especially when he signed with the Royals, people were acting like he was done. Like this was in 23 or something. Like people were acting like Chapman was like washed up. I'm like, dude, the dude's hitting 102, 103. I don't care how old he is. The dude is electric. I mean, yeah, that would be not a bad idea. And this year, the people are talking about him as a potential Cy Young. Sign him before he does get too old. But right now, he's got a 1.19 ERA. Boston Red Sox signed. I mean, he's bouncing around. He was with the Royals, Rangers, Pirates. Why are teams treating this guy like he's not elite? I don't understand that. He has 1 more year in his contract with an option for 27. Oh, okay. Sign Chapman and Josh Nader. Will Adames hit 2 bombs in 3 games? I wouldn't bet on it. I would not bet on it, but it would be something to look forward to watching these games. Because right now, the playoffs are out. Playoffs are out. Mathematically. Under no circumstance will this be an orange October. In fact, I don't even know if there's any orange teams that would make the playoffs this year. Orioles are out of it. Orioles finished in the freaking basement. We have the Yankees, no orange. Blue Jays, I don't think they have any orange. Guardians, Mariners. Oh, the Astros? Are the Astros in it? Oh, don't tell me the Astros are going to represent the orange. No, Astros are sitting on the outside right now. They got a shot, though. They're trying to get in. Okay, the Tigers got some orange. Tigers got some orange. So they're going to represent that. We have the Brewers, Phillies, Dodgers, Cubs, Padres, Mets. Mets got some orange, but they're not going to make it. I don't believe Mets are going to make it, but they might. Diamondbacks are pushing hard. Today, they are tied up right now. It's the 10th inning. Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Go D-backs. Represent. Reds lost today. Giants, forget about it. Cardinals, Marlins. Earlier today, we were below the Marlins. Tigers lost like 9 in a row. Oh my gosh, they're melting down. Let's say for argument's sake, Buster fired Melvin after the season. Who does he bring in? Sure as hell. Oh, Kapler, no. The Kapler era has come and gone. The Kapler era has come and gone. I don't know who he would bring in. I couldn't even speculate as to who he'd bring in. I would promote our guy from AAA. I promote, maybe not him, but somebody. Who's the San Jose Giants manager? Yeah, Villegas. Edwin Villegas. Why not? Promote someone for the minors. Doesn't have to be him, but just give someone a shot. Give someone a shot who's actually managing in the minor leagues, grinding down there, baseball in their blood. Don't just hire someone because of their name. That's my thought anyway. Let's have a dude become someone instead of grabbing someone who's already, been somewhere. Even Kapler was with the Phillies. Even Bochy was with the Padres. Obviously, Melvin's been multitude of teams, the A's, Diamondbacks. He's been around with a few teams, the Padres. I'd love to bring someone new who hasn't managed before and give him a shot. Dusty Baker, of course, is the other option. Emeralds and Flying Squirrels. I don't think they made it. Eastern League playoffs is. I know that the Rivercats didn't make it. The playoffs are going right now in AAA. I was gonna go, but I just ran out of funds. We'll just be honest about it. Ran out of funds. I could not continue the vacation. I had to cut it. No, I do not think. I think it looks like it's the Erie Seawolves, Altoona Curve, Binghamton Rumble Ponies, at Somerset Patriots in the Eastern League. So I don't think they made it, unfortunately. High A, bunch of teams involved in the playoffs. AAA, I know, is the Las Vegas Aviators taking on Tacoma, and I believe they're 1-1. I believe they have another game tomorrow. Unless I didn't check the final scores, I could be wrong on that. But yeah, Tacoma taking on the Rainiers, and then you have the Jumbo Fish taking on the Rail Riders. Super interesting stuff. Fascinating. Noah Dusty's out of gas. I want the Eric Reyes era. Cardinals are out of the postseason after they lose this game. Yeah, I think officially out. Mathematically. But yeah, player of the game. You want Koss? We're going Koss. Christian Koss, player of the game. I like that. Oh, look, man. Love to win games. So let's go ahead and get this over with. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, bye-bye, baby. This history's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the bad, light the spark. Time for Giants baseball. If you wanna be in first place, bye-bye, baby. Listen to the broadcast on KNBR. You'll see just who we are. San Francisco Giants, bye-bye, baby. San Francisco Giants, bye. Feels like a long time since I played that song. A long. What do you want, kitty? But yeah, oh yeah. I mean, look, man, 9 people. I got 9, 10 people here. And you know, what can you do, man? Giants are not even in a playoff race. People are checking out. I'm sure the other streams got more than 9 people, but 8 people, whatever. But you know, it is what it is. You know, I can only do what I can do. I think if we were in a pennant race right now, we'd have 30, 40, 50 people here. Not a pennant race, but, you know, if we were still in the playoff race, I think we'd have 40, 50 people here. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm a small YouTuber. I'm a small YouTuber. At least that's what I would say. Less than 1,000, you're getting started. You're getting going. You're obviously, you know, small, but that's because you're just getting going. You're at the opening. You're starting your channel. Under 10K, you're probably you're very small, but you know, let's say, you know, under 1K to 5K, you're very small. 5K to 10K, you're, you know, medium small. 10K to 50K, which is where I'm at, you're small, but you're getting close to medium. Once you hit 50 plus, medium. 100K plus, I think you can call yourself big. Not giant, but big. Dodgers on the verge of blow bowling again. Yeah, Babe Ruth, Humm Baby Baseball till the day I die. But of course, it's not all about subscribers. Subscribers is just one small thing. In fact, a lot of people think it's all about subscribers. They always ask, how many subscribers do you have? Like, it don't matter if you have 1 million subscribers. Nobody's watching your stuff. You ain't making nothing. Any other YouTubers? Anyone got a YouTube channel? I need to subscribe to you guys. Dodgers on the verge of blowing it again. That is a game we need to keep an eye on. I'm super curious about that game because I'm hoping that the Diamondbacks or somebody. I just want to see the Mets collapse complete. I don't know why, but maybe it'll make me feel better to see another team besides us have a complete meltdown. And the whole year, it was the Mets were like 90% in the playoffs. I'm like, dude, the Mets are going to melt down. The Mets are not going to, Mets are going to Met. And so right now it's at 4-4, bottom of the 10th inning. Go D-backs. But yeah, the Giants do win. I have a YouTube channel, but procrastinating on posting videos. Wait. You got a channel, Wolf 3100. Is that your channel name, Wolf 3100? I want to know who's got a channel so we can promote you so we can promote you. Wait, you got 137 subscribers. That's not too shabby. Oh, I see you got some baseball. Giants, MLB The Show. What's going on here? Look at that with the City Connects. Dude, I didn't even know. I'm subscribing right now. Let's go. Subscribe to Wolf 3100. We need to get you to 200 subs. 200 subs. You got 19. M. Nagel. Let's get him to 200. If it gets to 200 tonight, then I don't know what I'll do. I'll gift out 5 memberships. But I don't think it's going to happen. Well, we're going to get you there. Maybe not tonight. 4-3. We don't have enough people. I'll post more videos during the off season. Hey, if you game, I need to get myself a PS5, get MLB The Show, and start gaming. Okay? That's what has to happen. It just has to happen. Eric's magic is with the documentaries, not the streams. You cut me deep just then. You cut me real deep. But you're right. That's where the money comes in. I don't know if that's where the magic is, but that's where the money comes in for sure. No, that was a PS4. Huge difference, kids. Huge difference. Let's check out this bomb again. I want to look at this one. Let's break it down. There he's gearing up. He's already seen the pitch. He knows exactly where it is. He hasn't even started his swing. Notice how far the ball is before he even starts his swing. He has to have such incredible bat speed to get that bat around and get it on the sweet spot and keep it fair. He has already identified where the ball is, and by the time I press play and pause, his swing will be done. Boom! The ball is already gone, and it ain't coming back. Incredible power. Raffy Devers is a beast, man. Boom! There's the follow through. And he didn't even get all of it. He got a touch under it. He hit it up in the air and still got it in the water. An absolute freaking tank shot right there. There's the contact point. Bam! Gotta love it. Subbed Warlock 9148 has subbed. Bob Best has subbed. Trying to get the memberships. Let's check it out where you're at here. We were at 187. Reload. 190. We need 10 more. We don't have enough people, though. We only got 13 folks in the chat right now. That was more of a moonshine. That was a Neptune shot. I don't know. I thought that ball might leave the Earth's gravitational pull for a second. He smoked it. This offseason, I got a lot going on as well. We're going to be training. I'm training for a 10K race that's going to be taking place in March of next year, so plenty of time for that. We're going to get in top condition. We're going to do lots of baseball videos, actual playing videos. We're going to do, we're going to continue to do occasional live streams, which will serve as our podcasts as well. It's going to be on like Kong. That was a Barry Bonds type home run. Thank you guys for subscribing to Wolf 3100.
Next offering is down low.
I like it. Sorry, there's a little echo there. Moonshot, Warlock, Nagel sub, thank you so much. And, you know, there's really nothing else to speak on. Right now, we kind of got to focus on the rest of baseball. Giants did win the game. We do have a shot to finish at 500. So let's see what's on deck, because this game was an entertaining game. We gave the player of the game to Christian Koss. Koss, but also big shout out to Kisner. And McRae made an appearance. I don't know why they don't let him hit. Just throw him in the lineup, dude. Season's over. We're not making the playoffs. Throw McRae up in there. Let's freaking go. Promote everyone. I wish we still had the 40-man. Why did they cut the 40-man expanded rosters to 28? What type of bullshit is that? I used to love the 40-man expansion. We could bring up anybody. We could bring up a whole bunch of guys. 28? Couldn't we do 34? 32? 28? I miss the 40-man expanded roster. Major League Baseball phased out the traditional 40-man expanded September roster to improve the integrity of the game and the fan experience. What the fuck? Creating a more consistent competitive product by reducing large unbalanced well, I want some large unbalanced rosters. Reduce the September active roster to 28 players, aiming to prevent glorified instructional leagues. I want us a glorified instructional league. I want to see our guys up here on the 40-man. It's not an instructional league. These are dudes who are on the 40-man freaking roster who need to get some freaking time. We want to see them. Teams that aren't in anymore. Now, I get it. Like when you're playing against other good teams that are still in the playoff race, you want to give it your best. But, I mean, come on, dude. These are still guys. The guys are on the 40-man. Tyler Fitzgerald should be here right now. Marco Luciano could be here. Matos is not here. How is Matos not here right now? Wade Meckler could get some ABs. Jesus Rodriguez, we want to see him. We got these guys are Keaton Wynn. He was just here. Blade Tidwell. We want to see these guys. Mason Black. Hayden Birdsong never got called back up. Can you guys believe that? Hayden Birdsong was sent down after that terrible game. We haven't seen him again. He's just gone. And we would have had all those guys if we had 40-man roster expand. You don't have to use all every 40. You don't have to call up everyone. Bring back the 40-man. Oh, you didn't realize? Yeah, they got rid of the 40-man expanded rosters. Now it just expands by 2. If they want to cut it back, okay, cut it back. But good Lord, not to 28. Only 2 additional guys? They got to change that, man. I don't even know why the players like that. I think the players would prefer 40. So, for the fringe guys have a shot to play a little bit in the big leagues. That's my feeling anyway. Yeah, 35 or 30. Thank you. Oh, man. The Karaoke connection. Great bullpen game. Yeah, a fantastic performance from, now I forgot his name, Carson Seymour, 3 scoreless, and Brubaker. And Brubaker's a nice guy, and I can say that from personal experience. He went above and beyond for me in St. Louis. He was a really cool. I thought he'd be back after a short stint, Eric, but no. Great bullpen game. Fire Bob Melvin. Birdsong's having problems. Look, man, Birdsong is Birdsong. That's Birdsong, dude. I don't care if he's having problems. We need to get, this is the time. And who are we playing? The Cardinals are out of it too. The Rockies? The Rockies? We don't, I get it. If we're playing a team that's still in contention, then yeah, we're going to play our best guys. We got a duty to go out there and try to win because another team is relying on us. But if you're playing the Rockies or the Cardinals, this is a time we could have played. We could have thrown Birdsong out there and just see. I want to see. By the way, it's still 4-4 Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Tomorrow is the 25th of September. I'm having trouble finding the game. I don't like MLB's website. I'm. Oh no, they have a day off tomorrow. That's why I can't find it. Okay, I apologize to MLB for blaming y'all. Not your fault. We don't play tomorrow. We play on Friday. So I know you guys are probably telling me that right now, but I'm an idiot. So, Friday. Okay, TBD versus McDonald. Last time McDonald pitched, he was pretty damn good against the Dodgers, and I saw it in person at Dodger Stadium. And I remember Kalaoke was saying you didn't get to see it because it was blacked out or something. Hopefully, you'll get this one. McDonald, TBD. That is going to be on Friday. Do not miss this one. This is must-watch TV. Giants and Rockies, 2 teams eliminated from playoff contention. Must-watch TV. And on Saturday, it's going to be Justin Verlander. They could change this. I wouldn't be shocked if they pull Verlander. Remember last year they pulled someone. Who was it they pulled? They pulled Snell, right? Right now it says Verlander. Maybe Justin Verlander's like, no, I want to pitch. I want to get a W. If I can get a W, let me get my W because he's trying to get to 300 wins. So maybe he will pitch, but just bear in mind, right now it says Verlander. That's subject to change. And then Sunday, the last game of the year, it says Logan Webb. That's also subject to change. But right now it says Logan Webb. I hope they stick with that. But, you know. Find another Joe Panic, JT Snow, and Brian Wilson. Yes, Friday, McDonald. So if they sweep the Rose, the Rocks, then final would be 81-81. Why does that not look familiar? That's where we were in 2022. And I'm not happy with 500. That's the best we can do. It's not like I'm like happy with it, but is Birdsong coming back? I was late to the post game. No, he's not coming back. Well, he might, but so far they haven't promoted him. I was just saying they used to have the 40-man roster, and then on September 1st they would expand to 40-man. So you could use anyone on the 40-man roster and you could promote them. Now they only allow from 26 to 28. And I don't like it. I think they need to change that. I don't know why it went to 28. I remember I was pissed off when they did that. But if they went to 40, we could promote Birdsong. We could see what he's got. We could promote. Maybe they'll option Brubaker or something and bring someone else up in the next series. I'm not hoping that anyone gets optioned. I am hoping someone gets optioned. No one in particular. I just want some of these other guys to see them again before the season's over. I'd love to see Matos again in this last series. I'd love to see Hayden Birdsong again, but to do it, they got to send someone down. Snell refused because he got in his feelings. Snell pulled himself. Oh, okay. Richie review. All I can tell you is it's going to happen this offseason. When, I don't know, but this offseason, it's going to happen because I'm going to start pumping out videos on Eric's house again and all my other channels, as I always do every offseason. And I think I'm going to keep doing it. And then baseball hits, and I get totally freaking absorbed by baseball. Now, I'm not saying Brubaker. I didn't mean like, I'm just saying as an example, they could option somebody. I don't necessarily want them to option Brubaker either. 500 the past 5-6 years. Look, man, if we look at the Giants are a mediocre franchise. I'm not saying that lightly. You have to know who you are. Some people are freaking completely delusional and they just believe whatever they want to believe. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. We are a great historic franchise, but if we look at this team going all the way back to our 3 and 5, remember we won 3 World Series in 5 years. And since then, we were 519, slightly above 500. 2016, we made the playoffs, 537. Lost in the LDS. Our bullpen was terrible. I had a horrible second half. I still remember that year to this day very vividly. The next year, we were awful. Almost lost 100 games. Lost 98 games 395 win-loss percentage. We're awful. 2018, not much better. 451. 2019, horrible. That was the year that we were thinking about trading Bumgarner at the deadline. Decided to hang on to him because he said, we're coming. We were not coming. We lost. We completely blew it in the last month and ended up at 475, sub 500. That's 3 straight sub 500 years. 2020, sub 500. That was the game on the last game of the season. We got screwed by the umpire, couldn't make the playoffs. Finally, then we had this insane freak season and lost to the first round. Okay, great. Did we follow up on that? Did we build on that? Big fat negative. 500, 488, 494, and this year we're at 487 with a long shot to finish at 500. We have been average at best with one freak exception. I don't even want to look at the Dodgers, but if we were to look at the Dodgers, you'd see amazing records every single year. And this stretch is bad, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9 seasons. 8 out of 9 seasons could not finish above 500. Balls were juiced in 21. Well, I made it before the end. Always say 109 because of the 2 divisions. We had the best hitter for years, and they went to 1 World Series and lost. True, 2002. That record is etched in my memory banks, 107 and 55. Gentlemen, that's unacceptable. Who do we blame? Can't blame Farhan. He's gone. Who do we blame? The ownership not giving us enough money? Can't blame the fan base. We go to the games, we support the team, we give them all this, try to give them encouragement. And who do you blame for this? Because Giants weren't winning World Series in the 90s and 2000s. But I feel like check it out, starting in 97. Look at these win-loss: 556, 546, 531, 599, 556, 590. Look at 2003, 621, won 100 games, 562. And then we went on, we had a little tough 4 years, but then right back on top, 543, 568, 531, 580. Since 1997, Giants consistently good, consistently great. Just a little stretch here in right at the end of Barry Bonds' career, where we kind of had a little transition period at the end of Bonds' career. Bonds was injured that time. We had some problems there. Some of the prospects weren't working out. Todd Linden and all these guys that we had, Bowker, a bunch of guys weren't working out. But that was the time that we were kind of rebuilding. That's when we drafted Kane. That's when we brought up Lincecum. That's when we brought up all these guys, obviously Posey and all these guys. And then what did we do? We won 3 World Series. And since then, we sucked. $2. I've been live for 40 minutes and I just now get the super chat. And it's Paul Newton. Thank you so much, Paul Newton. It helps out a ton, genuinely. Owners for making bad decisions, Farhan for screwing us over, Kapler for his analytical bullcrap, and Melvin for being a sleepy manager. That's who we blame. Then how do we fix it? Is Posey the dude? This was just 1 year. Remember back in May, we're like, give Posey's the man. We were winning games, thought we were going to win it all. And then it was just downhill until that crazy stretch, but Posey blew it up Posey blew this whole thing up at the trade deadline. He didn't blow the whole thing up, but he obviously decided to sell. Didn't get us any help. I wonder if the Giants got some help. Maybe it would have been a different story. What if Posey would have said, I know we're losing. I know we just had a horrible homestand. I don't care. We're going for it. We're getting you help. It would have been a bold move. It would have been a bold move. It would have been like, wow. Now, a lot of people said that's dumb, but I would have been like, hell yeah. Decided not to. Eric, when will you wear a paper bag with eye holes? Why would I do that? Posey was forced to sell because the players of the coaching. Posey was gets a nice, deserved longer leash than one season. Oh, yeah. It was not on him. No, it wasn't on him. This whole thing falling apart like this is on Logan. Not on Posey. It's on Logan. I'm just trying to identify what went wrong here. And what are we going to do about it? Is the offseason going to be the same thing? Who are the top free agents this offseason? And are they going to sign with the Dodgers? Are the Dodgers just going to swoop them all up? Is Bregman going to opt out and the Dodgers going to swoop him up? Are the Dodgers going to swoop up Pete Alonso? Who's their first baseman right now? Oh, Freddie Freeman. What about Jordan Montgomery? He actually wasn't that great last time he played. He's been hurt. Players weren't done. Eric isn't the unknown comic, Paul. The players showed Posey that they didn't deserve any reinforcements and upgrades. Is Josh Naylor one of those free agents? That's a great question. I don't think so. Is he? Yes, Josh Naylor is a free agent. He's an unrestricted free agent. Gurriel Jr., here's a list of them. There's Josh Naylor right there. Ha-Seong Kim, Alex Cobb, Verlander, Imanaga, if the club doesn't pick him up, which they probably will. Sugano, Max Muncy. They got a club option. I don't know if they'll pick that up. I don't think the Giants would sign Max Muncy. Oh, man. Yeah, some of these names. Suarez is a name. Yastrzemski's going to be an unrestricted free agent. The Giants aren't going to bring back Yastrzemski probably. He might re-sign with the Royals. He kind of fit in pretty well there. He seemed to hit well in that ballpark too. Paul Goldschmidt. I don't care if Paul Goldschmidt's 38, but he's a first baseman. We got Eldridge. I don't know, man. It looks a little light this year. Free agent market looks a little light this year. A lot of the big names are older, like Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez ain't going nowhere. Yeah, he's staying in Kansas City. Cody Bellinger, I wouldn't risk on Cody. Pete Alonso is a first baseman, and then Bregman. Yeah, man, it's the free agent market was a little thin this year. Like the stream, folks. Like the stream. Can we sign someone from the Braves, Mets, Cubs, Rangers, Mariners, or Angels? I don't see why not. Anyway, I'm tired, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. I'm surprised that so many people showed up, even though it's only 12, but I'm still surprised because Giants eliminated. I think people have tapped out. People are focused on the NFL, which, by the way, I got to check my team out. I got a fantasy team. Totally forgot. Weekend's coming. Yeah, seemed to be fit in and super appreciating KC. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he re-signs there. But we'll see. It's going to be fun, the offseason, to see who goes where. But yeah, and I'll be in Arizona once again in February for spring training, and I'm looking forward to it. I did play Bye Bye Baby. 3 more games, y'all. 3 more post games. 3 more post games. I don't even know if I'm going to do any playoff post games this year. I'm just a little tired. And I need to focus on the documentaries. We may just go straight to the documentaries, and I may not do too many post games this year. It's been a long season. It's been a long season. That said, bobblehead of the day, Mike Krukow. We got the best announcers in the game. Don't let the Giants depress you. World Series play-by-play. Hey, now that's an idea right there, Wolf 3100. That is an idea right there. What is in the All-Star game yesterday? What the hell? Eric, everyone, thank you so much for your support. I'm out of here. I got to go, man. I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm turning the lights off. Lights are off. Nobody's home. I'm gone. I'm gonna go hit the hay. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. And we will talk to y'all tomorrow.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's good.
My bad. We'll talk to y'all Friday.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. Hit well. It is out of here. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a 2-run homer. Two. No! Swing, a base hit. Burleson puts the Cardinals in front. A rocket to right.